Recreation Opportunity Spectrum, Environmental Impact Statement, Travel Management Plan. These are all tools used by administrative agencies to plan and decide how we use our public lands and who has access to them. Winter and summer recreation are inherently different, so they require separate management plans. Proposed closures in the Manti section of the Manti-La Salle National Forest seemingly affect just one recreation group, but when it comes to public land access, we're all in this fight together.
As backcountry snowmobilers, we like to access terrain that's high in elevation that gets a lot of snowfall. We look for areas with at least 3+ feet of base of supportable snow to keep us above any of the hazards that might lie beneath it, like rocks, stumps. Then we can go pretty much anywhere we want to go. We can explore, we can see this beautiful scenery.
It's incredible, it's wide open. There's treed areas, there's big long runs, there's steep hills. There's no other way we're gonna be able to get out here other than a snowmobile.
Do an hour-long ride and have a great time, or you can come up here and spend all day, and the access is just right there.
With easy access just outside of Fairview, Utah, we're up along the Skyline Drive.
Snowmobiling is all we do. For the last, 18 years, all of my kids have rode up here. This is, traditional for us, and it's super important to us, this area is.
And you're seeing it in a time of year that has its own beauty that you don't get any other time of year, and it's just breathtaking, the areas that we come to.
It's so fun to get a big group of people that love to do the same thing together and to make those connections and to all enjoy the great outdoors together.
The snow has been really awesome, so that's probably the snow condition today was great. We were able to carve, cut, do everything, a lot of powder. I think a lot of people think that snowmobiling is harmful to the land, but in the bigger picture, we really don't leave much print. You come back in the spring and you have no idea we were ever here.
We're traveling on 5+ feet of snow. We don't want to be out here when the snow is low because we don't want to be hitting things, and there's no impact.
We're that far above. Everything below us is completely unaffected.
And because of the low impact snowmobiles have on the environment, it has people scratching their heads as to why a place promoted for its winter recreation is planning to cut access off to the public.
So one of the main things that Utah is known for is its vast public lands. And if we start closing off sections of that public land to certain groups, we no longer have public access to our national forest or our property that we can recreate in, that everybody should have access to. It's very important that we keep it open not just to specific groups, but to where everybody can enjoy and recreate in it.
You can follow us at the Utah Snowmobile Association, which is snowut.com, which will direct you to anything concerning public land access. We talk to the Forest Service in regards to land issues such as this now, and that's why we're here. We want to create awareness as to what's going on and the proposed land closures that could be forthcoming in the final EIS with this forest plan revision.
This revision will replace the current plan, which has been in effect since 1986. It's a broad framework which will be used to guide decisions made by many different agencies for decades to come. This new forest plan has the potential to close off several large areas to motorized winter recreation in Sanpete County, in an area cherished by snowmobilers.
And this is one of the proposed areas that'll be getting closed in the future if the current management plan goes through. And so if you're looking at this, this right here is Bacon Rind Ridge, and that closure will extend down into this canyon here and slightly up this side, all the way up to the top of the Skyline Drive, and then down about 5 miles. So every one of these canyons you can see could potentially be closed to motorized winter recreation.
And a lot of snowmobilers are now coming from the Utah County area to here to access terrain where it's not nearly as congested. If you close these areas, it's going to restrict land access, bring in people, and there's going to be more user conflict. So we need to keep these areas open.
The Sandpit Range, which is directly behind me across the valley over here, it's also part of the Manti LaSalle National Forest, and it's got a vast amount of its upper elevation stuff actually slotted off in their preferred plan to be closed to motorized winter recreation.
And in the upper elevations, above 9,000 feet, there is no wildlife to disturb with the sounds of the machines. In the winter, the animals travel to lower elevations, leaving behind a stark beauty to enjoy.
It's a great way to actually get out and enjoy nature in the backcountry, and it's been kind of cool to see a little bit of melding of the groups. I see in these different areas where a lot of times backcountry skiers are now using snowmobiles as a way to access the backcountry and enjoy their sport as well. I think that when we talk about closing areas to motorized recreation, we kind of kill the access not only for snowmobilers, but for also backcountry skiers, snowboarders, and people that just want to get out to their cabin,
I've rode snowmobiles since I was a little kid and absolutely love it. And being able to take people, I love being able to share that with other people. I love being able to take people and show them what I love to do and teach them.
Access to this mountain is crucial to our local economy. Our little community functions on the tourism that comes here and even from the locals that buy the snowmobiles in our little community.
Not only is it going to impact a business like Big Pine Sports, but a business like Kohl's. We sell the product to the rental companies. The rental companies are renting them out to consumers.
It's the lifeblood of our valley. So, snowmobile history to me and our family goes deep. And closing the mountains starts taking away from not only the community, but to anyone that wants to come and enjoy the mountain.
Accessibility is super important. These areas that are being talked about in the closure are areas that we've been snowmobiling for, the last 18 years. It's just part of our life. It's home. This is our home. This is our backyard. And like I said, we love it. It's something that we are very, very passionate about.
My dad can take me to his favorite spot, and as his daughter, and to be able to experience some of those things. We love to snowmobile, we love to ride ATVs, and we just want to share that with our kids.
Our fathers have handed down to us. We're handing it down to our kids. It's just unlike anything else you can do anywhere.
I think that is incredible, to be able to share something and hope to share it with the generations to come.
We need to bring all the groups together, whether they're hikers or snowshoers or skiers or kiteboarders or snowmobile or snow bikers, ice fishermen. There's lakes out here that you're not going to be able to get to without a snowmobile, and if we can all come together and join as one, that's how we're going to make an impact. But how do you get involved now? One is know what's going on.
We at the Snowmobile Association highly recommend that you like and follow the Forest Service pages on all social media, as well as subscribe to their emails. Also, the Blue Ribbon Coalition is a nonprofit organization in the defense of OHV users. Like and follow, subscribe to them, become a member, because that is what's helping us keep or fight for open access for motorized recreation.